Hello all you model building enthusiasts out there. I just wanted to take you through one of my other builds. It's my 1 in 32nd scale F4U Corsair, and I've made a few modifications to it. It's pretty much an out-of-the-box model. It's a Revell kit, and this was my first attempt to do some modifications. So here it is. Now this is my first attempt at painting over decals and trying to weather them. And this is my first attempt at a weathered World War II aircraft. Now I overdid the weathering, and I decided not to go back and start all over again with the paint. Instead, a friend of mine actually made a suggestion that I put some green in the paint chips. So I went ahead and did that, and it gave it somewhat a better look. Like I said, this is primarily an out-of-the-box kit. And I'll point out a few of the things that I did that I modified. And first I'll start with the engine. This is the kit motor, kit engine. And as you can see, I wired it all up. I can take the prop off and the cowl off to show the whole motor. And I'll do that. Just going to take me a minute to get it off. But first I want to kind of go through the whole aircraft and what I've done. And here are the oil coolers. Now I hollowed those out, and you can see through them. Let's see if I can get in closer. I also did a lot of modification around the oil coolers. They were pretty much, flat with really hard corners, and I saw in some photographs that they're kind of rounded, and this area right here actually bulges out from the wing, and that wasn't like that. And I took a file and I filed that down so that way there was a little bit more of a difference in the wing there. And as you can see, I weathered the prop. Now the prop, I did a couple of the props a little older than one of them. I probably can't tell in this, but this prop and this prop are older than this one here. And I come around this way, and I cut out the flaps, and I put them in the down position on both sides. As you can see over here. And where I did most of the modifications is in the cockpit. The floor was too shallow. I took out the floor and I fabricated my own floor and pedals, and I did some of the superstructure of the plane on the inside here. You can see some superstructure in here. I also fabricated my own seat. Now I used the original back wall, and I fabricated my own seat belts, and I also made some modifications to the consoles It was mostly 1/24 scale auto parts that I used to get it to look a little bit more convincing. I also fabricated my own stick. The dashboard is the same dashboard. I didn't do too many modifications on this console here. I just went ahead and just painted it the correct colors. Again, I went through some photographs. There wasn't too much on this side as there was on the other side as far as mechanics. I put some exhaust weathering in there. Oh, by the way, I also put some bullet holes in it in the fuselage here. I used floor wax on the canopy, pledge floor wax, and I'll turn it over so you can see some of the detail on the bottom. I also modified the exhaust here. That was basically just part of the fuselage, and I cut out some pieces of pipe and hollowed out and put holes there so I can make what looks like real exhaust there. I also cut out these flaps here and opened them. And the other thing I also did was I put some superstructure in the wing there so you weren't looking all the way through the plane with the flaps open with the wheels. It ain't a lot, but I figured I wanted to add some better looking detail to it. And let me see if I can get this prop in the cowl off so you can see what work I did in the motor. There's the prop. And I did some slight modifications to the motor to make it look a little bit better. Well, that's pretty much it for my 1/32 scale Revell Corsair. Took me a couple months to build. Wasn't a difficult build. I'm pretty proud of it. I do have some other World War II aircraft that I want to build in the near future. Of course, I've talked about some of the other models that I have that I want to get to. I got quite a few of them, and I like to build different things: cars, planes, trucks, jet aircraft, ships. I'm pretty much into all of it. The only thing I've never built was a tank. Maybe one of these days I'll pick up a tank kit and give it a shot. But for now, I've been working on the Kenworth, and I plan on shooting a video for that soon. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for those of you that know about the Kenworth, I'll be seeing you shortly. Have fun with your kits. Goodbye.